Hello everyone. Welcome to a very different kind of review of Beehiiv, a newsletter platform for one person businesses. Now I had a choice of how I wanted to do this review. I could have walked through the product, the different aspects of the product, but last week bolt.new also launched a new feature to their vibe coding platform, which is slides. So I used Google Gemini in a Chrome browser to browse Beehive's website and capture some key talking points that I could cover as part of this video. And then I fed the output from that particular prompt to Bolt's builder and asked it to create a presentation that I can talk about as part of this video. So I have not uh, reviewed the work that Bolt did apart from few design and flow of the presentation point of view. I asked it to make it very crisp, very friendly, targeted towards one person businesses, creators. And then I thought that why don't I review this over a video and we could do this collectively. So in this particular video we are looking at how Beehiiv is a great platform for solo businesses, and at the same time reviewing the work or the output of bolt.new. Google Gemini's role was minimal, so any content that you see this in this presentation is the work of bolt.new, and the content or the topic of this presentation is how Beehiiv is a great platform for solo businesses. So with that in mind, let's review this presentation that Bolt made together and see how well it did, and also then get to learn about Beehiiv as a platform. So Beehiiv is a platform, a newsletter platform that helps you run an entire solo business from one place. So you don't need a team, a developer, a marketing agency. Beehiiv gives you a solo creator the same growth, monetization, and automation tools the biggest publishers use without taking a cut of your income. Now, how does Beehiiv do this? Let's see. So, the reality, you are the writer, marketer, designer, and CEO. Most tools were built for teams. Beehiiv was built so one person can do the work of an entire publishing team. The problem is that you juggle a newsletter platform, a website builder, an email automation tool, an ad sales spreadsheet, and a payment processor all separately, all costing money, all eating your time. The answer, one platform for your newsletter, website automation, ad sales, digital products, podcast, community, and analytics. No integrations, no multiple subscriptions, no revenue share, just you and your audience. And if you want some numbers to be convinced about Beehive's promise, then here are the numbers. So, Beehive takes 0% commissions, fees on subscriptions, digital products, and sponsorships. Competitors take more. You get to up to 2,500 free subscribers before you pay anything, and it has been rated 4.9 on a scale of 5. It's one of the best rating you will ever see for a platform like this. And six standout features that you will not find on any other platform. One is boosts, recommendations, ad network, AI website builder, digital products, referral program. We will talk about these features in the next slides, but all of these tools are growth tools that are built into the platform so that your newsletter, your audience grows with minimal efforts. And the good thing about beehiiv is that it's built by people who actually grew a newsletter. Now, if anyone of you remembers Morning Brew, beehiiv's team is the team that built Morning Brew and grew it to 4 million plus subscribers. So these are the people who know how to grow a newsletter, and they have distilled all their learnings into building a platform that does everything out of the box. And as a side note, I have been following beehiiv's founders on LinkedIn and Twitter. The founder himself is one of the most cracked people I have seen in the startup space. He is unapologetic, he is very upfront, and he is very aggressive, and at the same time he's very fun. So it's very easy to get behind somebody like that. By the way, a quick feedback for bolt.new, that single metric is kind of standing out as an eyesore than as a point. It was supposed to have two more metrics to talk about, but we charge ahead. Now, a quick comparison with what's available on the market in the same space. The other two popular platforms are Substack and Kit. So, beehiiv has up to 2,500 subscribers. Substack has unlimited. Kit has up to 10,000 subscribers. Cut off your earnings, which is important if you are selling something as a creator using your newsletter, website, or sponsorships or digital product purchases. You pay nothing in commissions to beehiiv. Beehiiv has a built-in ad network, the other two don't. It has a built-in referral program which is automated and works like a charm. Beehiiv also acquired a no-code builder sometime last year, and they have now integrated that into their platform. I think the platform was called Type Dream, if I'm not wrong, but it tells you how easy it is to create a fully customizable newsletter with a website. The analytics depth is amazing with beehiiv, and the level of customization is crazy with beehiiv. So, standout features of beehiiv are the ad network, sponsorships without cold pitching. Beehiiv has the industry's largest native newsletter ad marketplace. You can browse sponsorship offers, pick what fits your audience, and get paid directly. Your numbers are there for the sponsors to see, so you don't need a media kit, cold email, sales calls, and all that. The platform matches you with brands and handles the transaction as well. AI website builder is something that we already talked about. Digital products, if you are selling something on Gumroad or Shopify, and if you have digital products, you don't need multiple platforms to do that. You can do it all using beehiiv. And talking about all the growth tools that are built into the platform, boosts is something that most creators who want to grow aggressively will absolutely love. Basically, you can have other newsletters recommend you. You can control the various factors about who you pay for. Again, similarly, cross growths is when somebody subscribes to one beehiiv newsletter, they are shown other newsletters to subscribe to. I have seen, I think, up to 5 newsletters being recommended to me when I subscribe to a new newsletter. And I think that is an amazing growth channel as well. Referral programs is you asking your subscribers to bring in new subscribers, and beehiiv tracks the subscribers as well as the rewards for you. And then beehiiv also has uh, magic links, one click subscribe, less friction, more conversion. In terms of monetization, you can have multiple revenue streams, and beehiiv never takes a cut. 0% fee on everything, paid subscriptions, sponsorship storefront. I think if you are looking to monetize your newsletter or your solopreneur or creator enterprise, this is the biggest feature where sponsors will pay for access to your list, and the money that you stand to make via this channel will far outweigh the price you pay in terms of subscription fees for beehiiv, which I think is not that big. Uh, like putting it in putting it in context to how much money you stand to make, I feel the fees are minimal. Then there are automations, your silent co-founder, visual workflow builder with templates. So there are quick start templates, behavior based triggers, Zapier integration. So it's a typical automated workflow that will be useful if you are trying to sell something or upsell something to people on your list or to visitors of your website and things like that. And then in terms of design and website, it has every tool that you need to look professional. A branded email editor, a drag and drop email editor, full SEO controls, community hub, which is like a different SaaS solution with other platforms, right? You have to pay somewhere around like 150, 100 to host the community. With beehiiv, it's included in in some of the pricing plans. Then another biggest tool is podcast publishing. So imagine you generating audio content as a creator, you don't need a different subscription to record and publish podcasts. And yeah, I remember one good thing about beehiiv is also that it can convert any of your articles into audio files that people can listen to while they browse the internet at the same time. And then beehiiv also has funnels and forms, the typical website features. Then there are deep analytics for newsletters and websites, unified dashboard, granular engagement data, ad performance insights, website plus newsletter combined, the typical. So start for free, 2,500 subscribers, no credit card. You are one person, beehiiv gives you the tool of an entire team, growth, monetization, automation, website and analytics without taking a cut of your income. There is literally no reason not to try it. You can sign up using the link, which is an affiliate link. So, by the way, I will list down the link to this presentation that Bolt made in the description for you to browse through it. I will leave the link to sign up for beehiiv. I'll also leave a link to sign up for Bolt. These two sign up links for Beehive and Bolt are going to be affiliate links, which means you may get some perks. Like, for example, for Beehive, you may get 20% off for 6 months, if I remember correctly. And with Bolt, you will get 20% off your monthly subscription. So, there are perks to sign up from these affiliate links, and you don't pay anything more, anything extra. So, it's a win 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 for everyone. And to summarize how Bolt did, I think apart from a couple of slides, Bolt did a pretty good job of covering everything. I think the information could have been arranged a little better. The flow could have been better, but I think that's my job and not Bolt's job, to be very honest. I did not, I should not have made Bolt in charge of making the flow of the presentation decision. That should have been with me. But for a first attempt, this is a pretty good output of what I was able to generate. So, another thing that I wanted to mention before we wrap up is that given that Beehive is free for up to 2500 subscribers, I think by the time you have to upgrade for having more subscribers, you will already have sponsorship deals or boost deals or recommendation deals from the Beehive ad network or from a third party for from somebody or a startup that has discovered your newsletter. So start building your newsletter for free. By the time it is by the time you need to upgrade, you will have already started making money. So if you are a creator who wants to monetize a newsletter, your knowledge, your distribution, get started with this particular platform and let Beehive do the job of making money for you. Hope you like this, and if you have any questions or inputs or feedback, please let me know in the comments below. I will see how Beehive likes this video, like this style of talking about Beehive. Let's see. Thank you, and I'll see you around. Bye bye.